I don't think Swami Shantananda needs any introduction. I think Swamiji is well known in USA, all over the world, I should say. Swamiji traveled with Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmaya for a long time, all over the world, and at present, Swamiji has Chinmaya Mission Center, Tri-State area. Swamiji has been instrumental in starting many centers, starting from Hong Kong. And Swamiji comes to Chicago almost every April and does a sapta. So in April, just 3 months ago, we heard Shiv Puran from Swamiji. And most likely something is already planned for next April, I believe. So without further ado, Swamiji, please.
Premalji introducing me very nicely. Thank you. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Satgurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Manojavam Marutatulya Begam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vadatmajam Vanarayutamukhyam Shri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami Santoshini Jaganmata Mama Saubhagya Vriddhaye Namaskaromi Bhaktya Tvam Prasanna Varada Bhava Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Hridau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jnanaika Murtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamuktaye Namaha Satchitanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Mama Nilam Bhujasyamalako Sita Samaropita Vamabhagam Pranavo Mahasayaka Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Rekhuvam Shanatham. So in the 4th chapter of Gita, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanirбhavati Bharata Abhyutthanam Adharmasya. So this verse is triggered to the organizers for me to talk one of the avatars. So today's topic will be one of the. There are in Bhagavatam there are 24 avatars, but more the famous is 10 avatars. Especially for those people doing dance, etc. Dashavatara is very famous. So among those avatars, I will talk about the Narasimha avatara today. So Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, two brothers, twin brothers. But Hiranyakashipu was the elder one and Hiranyaksha was the younger one. And they were the children of Kashyapa, Rishi and Iti. Now how they happen to be Rakshasas also you should know. They were originally Dwarapalakas of Bhagavan Vishnu, Jaya, Vijaya. So this is also very significant. Indriya Jaya and Mano Vijaya. This is the idea. So unless you have Indriya Jaya and Mano Vijaya, you will not be the Dwarapalaka of Bhagavan. So they were great sadhakas, great, otherwise they will not have got the opportunity to become the Dwarapalakas. But when you become spiritually little bit elevated, this is called spiritual ego. I am holier than thou. This thought will come. And that is what happened to Jaya Vijaya. He became little proud of their achievement. Whether it is material achievement or spiritual, the pride comes, there is always a problem. And whenever Bhagavan's devotees develop this pride, Bhagavan himself will plan to correct it. Because he doesn't want his devotees to suffer. So he will make a plan how to correct it. So Bhagavan Sankalpa in Bhagavad said that one day Lakshmi ji went for shopping. And when she came back, this Jaya Vijaya stopped him, saying that Bhagavan is resting. Now, you can't go in. He said, this is my house, my husband, how dare you stop me? She went and complained to Bhagavan. Bhagavan said, now I cannot do anything because if I listen to you and dismiss them, then the people will say that this Bhagavan is, listen to his wife. He is a henpecked husband and all that, they will complain. So when they insult a Mahatma, then I can take some action. So this Lakshmi ji was going up and down street, she was angry looking at them. But it so happened that this Sanat Kumaras, they were mind-born children of Brahmaji. They have freedom to go anywhere. And in Vaikuntha also there is a rule that all Mahatmas can go without any permit. They can just walk in to the bedroom of Bhagavan also. It's no problem. That was the condition. But these people stopped. How? And when this Sanat Kumaras, when they stopped, they got angry. And said, how dare you stop us? This kind of behavior is not fit for you, especially in Vaikuntha. So therefore they cursed him. May you become Rakshasas. That also 3 lives. And immediately Bhagavan heard the kolahal, something is going on outside. He also appeared with Lakshmi ji. And when they saw, Sanat Kumara saw Bhagavan, they became apologetic. What is this? You go to somebody's house and you dismiss the servant yourself. How is that? It is not proper. So they felt so bad and said, Bhagavan, we made a mistake and we also should not have got angry. Please, cancel the curse. Bhagavan said, no. It is good that you cursed. I I also, because my servants have made mistake, I am also to be blamed for it. Look at Bhagavan's thinking. He says, if the servant make mistake, like children make mistake, parents get blamed, isn't it? The same way, my servant made mistake, so I am blamed. So I will also take 3 births to bring them back. So, and then naturally the curse cannot be withdrawn. It has come from a Mahatma, so it cannot be withdrawn. So naturally, the first birth was Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyaksha was killed by Bhagavan in the form of Varaha. When Hiranyaksha took earth to Patala and hid, Hiranya means gold, Aksha means eyes. One whose eyes are always on gold means wealth. So the one who want the entire earth was taken means what? Entire wealth of the whole earth he wanted to possess. That was his thinking. So therefore, naturally, Bhagavan has to retrieve it. So he took the form of Varaha and lifted it. And while lifting, Narada went and told him, hey, your wealth is being taken away from you. He went and challenged, and Bhagavan fought with him and killed him and lifted the earth and placed it correctly. And he gave the first tilt to the earth. It is still running on its own axis. Now, when Hiranyakashipu heard his brother was killed, he was very angry. But look at this, in Bhagavatam, it's very beautifully said, he went and consoled Hiranyaksha's wife and children along with his mother. And this is called Rakshasa Vedanta. Beautiful Vedantic thoughts he gives to advise them. Is that whoever is born, they have to die. And your husband has fought with the enemy and valiantly died. So it is a heroic death. And you should not be grieving for him who has given up his life fighting in the battlefield, facing the enemy heroically. And he said, this is what his life is. You have to accept it. Like that, he consoled them. This is called, he advises, the Rakshasa Vedanta means what? Vedanta is for others, for me something different. That is not Rakshasa Vedanta. Then he gave up everything and went to the Himalayas and did tapas with the decision that I want to become the most powerful person in the world. I should not have, I don't age, I have no death, I don't want any death. Oh, that is the decision he made and took to this tapas, severe tapas. And the devatas were worried. Now this person, if he win Brahmaji with this tapas, then what will happen to the Devaloka, etc. They went and reminded Brahmaji, don't bless him, don't bless him. But then Brahmaji said, what to do? This is the law of karma. If a person has practiced tapas, I have to give the result. If result is not given, nobody will attempt to do any activities. So, this is the law. I have to come. So, in the meantime, what happened was, when these devatas saw this Hiranyakashipu has gone for tapas, it will take many years. So now there is nobody there in the Rakshasa world, no leader. So this Asura, the devatas went and fought with all the Asuras and routed them. They all went away, leaving their children, family, everything, they went and hid somewhere. And so much so that Indra took Hiranyakashipu's wife. She was pregnant. And he was taking her to Devaloka. And at that time, Narada saw her. Narada said, "Whom are you taking? Why are you taking this innocent lady?" No, I am not going to kill her. The child who is there in her womb, it is a Rakshasa. He will become a problem for us later. So as soon as the child is born, I will kill the child and leave her. And Narada said, no, you know who is in the womb. He is going to be a great Vishnu Bhakta, greatest Bhakta of Bhagavan, Prahlada. So leave her with me. I will take care of her. So, listening to Narada's words, Indra went round her in pradakshina, in respect of Bhagavan's devotee, and left her with Narada. And Narada used to, and when she went to Narada's ashram, she asked two boons. That I want to deliver the baby whenever I want. Because my husband has gone for tapas, I don't know when he is going to come back. So I want to deliver him only when he is back. That is the boon she asked. Then she said that second boon was that my child be protected. I should not be killed by these devatas or enemies. So Narada blessed her with both. Otherwise you will be thinking that, he went for tapas for a long time and then Prahlada was only a 5-year-old child. How is that happen? It's because of the boon. Now what happened? Finally Brahmaji appeared before him and asked for a boon. What is that boon you want? He said, first boon they ask is, I don't want to die. Brahmaji says, this boon I cannot give you. Since you are born, you have to die. Then, next choice, what is that? He said, he covered all field. I should not be killed by any of your creation. Whoever you are created, Devatas, Kinnaras, Yakshas, Gandharvas, Chanuras, all Daityas, or Sarpa. No, the Sarpa Loka also there are. None of them should kill. None of the creatures you created, Brahmaji created. I should not be killed. Then he thought that I should not be killed daytime or nighttime. Neither in the earth or heaven, in the sky. Nor I should be killed with any weapons. So all these rules, he thought that totally secured, ensured his life. So Brahmaji said, you are asking the most difficult boon. Then he said, I should become Ajara. So always young, never age. And whole sovereignty over the whole three world. That is also good. Brahmaji said, difficult boon you are asking, but then I have to give you, I bless you. With hesitation, Brahmaji blessed him. And then he came back, and of course, the target is always heaven. And conquered the heaven, because when Hiranyakashipu is coming, Devatas knew you cannot defeat him. So they all walked away. They didn't put up a fight. And Patal also. So, Bhuvaha, Suvaha, all the three worlds he conquered, he declared to the whole world saying that there is no God. except him. Everybody should do Havan, Homa. Om Hiranyakashapave Namaha. Swaha. Inside or outside. Yes, that's also there. Yes, thank you. So, Hiranyakashapave Namaha. This is the teaching. Everybody should talk. So, all the Pathashalas, only Dharma, Artha, Kama. These are the three taught. Not Moksha. Moksha is not taught. So, then the Hiranyakashipu's wife came back, Naraji brought her back, and then she delivered the baby. They called him Prahlada. Now, Prahlada was taught all scriptures, everything when the child was in the womb. This is what we have to learn from these stories, you see. The teaching starts from the womb itself. So people ask me, Swamiji, when do we bring our child to Balavihar? I ask, how old is he? 1 year. He's too old. Because you should have started teaching from the womb itself. We have Mahabharata also. Abhimanyu was learned how to enter Patnavyuha. He learned from his father while he was in the womb. So we underestimate the capacity of our children to absorb. So that is why you should start as early as possible. That is why we started Shishuvihar. Now we have a Garpa Samskara also. We have started that. So the workshops are all done. People who are expecting baby, what are the thought you should entertain, how you should think, what is your discipline or behavior, all those things are all, we have a program for that now. Book also they are available, you can get it from our bookstore. So this child learned everything as a child when he was 5-year-old. Now look at this old Sampradaya, tradition. Even though he was a king, he was a monarch, but still he could have called a teacher to his palace and asked him to teach. But he did not do that. The old tradition is, even if you are a prince, you have to go to Gurukula. So Prahlada was sent to Gurukula and his teachers were Chandamarka. There were two teachers. They were the sons of the Shukracharya. So they took him and started teaching them, teaching Prahlada along with other Rakshasa Kumaras. And they were all learning. And Prahlada did not like they were teaching, but he didn't say anything because they are his guru. He didn't say anything, he kept quiet. But in his mind, he knew what exactly the right way. So after some time, there was a break, school break comes. So they brought, the Chandamarka brought Prahlada to the palace, and his mother gave him a bath and all that, and then brought him to the palace. And Hiranyakashipu was sitting there. He was very fond of his child. He lifted him and put him on his lap and very dearly asked, Beta, what did you learn so far? This you ask, our parents also ask. You pick up the child from the class and on the way driving you ask, what did you learn today? They will very nicely tell you, nothing. So this Hiranyakashipu also asked, what did you learn so far? He said, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyamatma Nivedanam. This 9 type of bhakti is what one should do. One should retire to the forest and practice Harismaran. When he heard the word Hari, he threw the child off his lap. Suddenly became the real Rakshasa. How dare you utter the name of my enemy? Don't you know that I have banned that name in my country? But Prahlada said, God alone is, that is the only thing worth meditating upon, remembering upon. Nothing else is permanent. But Hiranyakashipu by now, he was so furious because in my own house, so the whole world is respecting me, worshipping me, and my child is refusing. That he could not take it. So immediately called the Rakshasas and told them to torture him. Make him believe that Hiranyakashipu alone is the God. They took him to, the Rakshasas are always ready. Their nature is like that. So they are ready to do any himsa. Now they took him and Allah is standing there, Om Namo Narayanaya, chanting mentally. Standing there, closed eyes, these people took him and with sword they tried to cut him. The sword come through him, but he doesn't get cut. Then they poisoned him, and they also tried to take him to the mountain top and throw him down. And down, Bhagavan was catching him. They tried everything. And when Hiranyakashipu saw that, I tried everything, this boy is not even afraid. He's not even scared. What is this? Now how to kill him? That was his problem. Think about it. Father suddenly changed to enemy, number one. And he was thinking, keeping his head down. At that time his sister came, Holika. She had this particular boon that fire will not touch her. So I have this boon. So what I will do, you make a big conflagration of fire. I will sit inside, keeping Prahlada on my lap. So I will be saved from fire, but he will get burnt. It's a good idea. So they made a big fire and Holika sat inside, keeping Prahlada, come here. And Prahlada said, okay, it's a beautiful fire, I will see. Child on fire. He was curious and he sat. Then also I am sitting in the lap of my aunt, so I will be safe. And Prahlada started chanting Bhagavan's name. Then what happened? Instead of Prahlada getting burned, Holika got burned. Then she got angry when she was getting burned. She was angry with Brahmaji. You gave me this food. What is this? Useless. So much money I spent and bought a missile foreign land. And when it is tried to use, it is not working. What is this? She got so upset, started shouting at him. And Brahma said, I gave you the boon to protect yourself, not to kill a devotee of Bhagavan. The process she died. Now, this Hiranyakashipu was really didn't know what to do. That time Chandavarka came, the gurus came. See, our guru, our father, Shukracharya is going to come back. So, we will take him back and we will teach him nicely. Because Hiranyakashipu got angry with the Guru also. He said, what are you teaching? What kind of teaching you are doing? He said, Maharaj, we didn't do anything. It is Thai, no, it is by birth itself he has got this problem. It is not our problem. So they said, we will take him back. Our Guru will come and teach. So they took him back. He said he didn't have any choice. So they said, okay, try. So he let him go and they tied him actually. Varuna Bhasha tied him because he will not go anywhere. Then they started teaching Dharma Shastra only. Dharma, Artha, Kama. These are the three things. And one day, Chandamarka had to go somewhere. So at that time, the children, they were curious. A lot of 5 or 6 year old children were curious. They flocked around Prahlada and asked, hey, how did you manage? They tried to kill you, but you escaped. How is that possible? Tell us the secret. We'll also learn. So Prahlada started teaching. That is the first Balavihar ever started. Yeah, he was the teacher and then he started giving teaching. This teaching of Prahlada in the Bhagavad is very beautiful actually. He says the human life is very rare. And let us say human life has got 100 years. And out of the 100 years, we spent 50 years sleeping. Then another 50 years, another 25 years we go in the Balyagala, Balyavastha, Kaumaravastha. By the time you become, a graduate, or your PhD or masters, etc., it will be 25 years minimum. Then another 25 years is there for you to live, that you get married, children, family, etc., householder. The house is holding you. You are not holding the house. Householder, etc. So this way we waste our life. So therefore, Prahlada advises that maximum time, whenever you get time, think of the Lord. So then they asked, when did you get this knowledge? Who gave you this knowledge? Then he narrated the whole story. That I was with the mother's womb in Narada's ashram. Naradaji is my guru. He has taught me everything. And Bhagavan alone is the ultimate power. Nothing else. Now, when the Chandamarka came back, and all the children are sitting there and singing Bhagavan's name, and they all went into Samadhi, meditation. And they came back and said, what is going on? In the Padashala, there is a revolution, And immediately they thought that we have to report this to Hiranyakashipu, otherwise we will be in trouble. So they took him back. Bhagavan, Huzur, oh Lord, we have a problem in the Padashala school itself. What is that? This child of yours is converting everybody. So then, first Hiranyakashipu thought that some agents of Hari, Vishnu Bhagavan, agent disguised as children coming and influencing my child. That is why he is doing it. But this time they said, no, it is nobody. And they recorded their teaching also. This time. Said, well, look, we are teaching only this. This is a proof. Now he is convinced. So Hiranyakashipu started asking, You are Kuladrohi. Why Kuladrohi? Because your enemy, Hari, is the one who killed your uncle. To that person you are worshipping. And that person you are worshipping, where is he? He said, he is everywhere. Everywhere? You know, in one of the Padaviyar program, children are acting this Hiranyakashipu and Narasimha avatar. So I was sitting there and Hiranyakashipu comes and asks Prahlada, where is your Lord? He said, he is everywhere. Is he there in this pillar also? Yes, he is in the pillar also. Then he was going to hit one pillar. Then Prahlada says, not in that pillar. Hiranyakashipu was hiding in another pillar. These are all more interesting in children's program. One day Rama Yuddha was going on. Children like to fight. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, strike. So what happened in the process of Rama Yuddha? At the peak, this Ramachandraji's sword fell down. So Ravana, out of courtesy, he is handing over. Those are all interesting. But luckily somebody threw a sword to save the situation. So here also, Hiranyakashipu is asking, where is he? Where is he? And Prahlada said, he is in the pillar also, he is there. Is he in this pillar? Yes, he is in this pillar. He went and struck the pillar. Now, when he struck the pillar, there was a roar of a lion. And he was surprised, he started looking around. Then again he struck. This time, a pillar broke the pillar and came out Bhagwan Narasimha. Though the face is lion, body is human. It is not coming under the creation of Brahmaji. It is a unique creation. And when he saw, but Hiranyakashipu did not give up. He started fighting with Bhagwan. He was a great warrior. And when he was fighting, Bhagwan form was so huge. And nothing affected him. All those sword, etc., he started using. But nothing could take him. Bhagwan was playing with him. And by the time all the Devatas came on the skies watching this, because he was the terrorist, Hiranyakashipu, what will happen to him? They want to know. They were all watching. At one point of time, this Hiranyakashipu was winning. So he was able to fight with Bhagwan, and Bhagwan was as though losing the battlefield. So Devata was worried, this man is going to kill Bhagwan or what? While what Bhagwan was doing was, he was playing with him so that he is waiting for the time. Because he had this boon, that it has to be neither day or night. And finally when the time came, he dragged him He lifted him, put him on his lap, and on the threshold, neither inside nor outside. And it was neither night or day. And he didn't use any weapon, only his nails. With nails, he tore open his stomach and took out the blood and everything, and killed him and threw the body. And Bhagavan was in a very terrific form, also angry, still roaring. At that time, all the devatas, especially Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, they all came and said, this Rakshasa is killed already, now become quiet, calm. Bhagavan was not calm. Then Brahmaji thought that, called Lakshmiji, you are his wife. Maybe when he see you, he will become calm. Lakshmiji said, no Baba, I never seen him in this way so far. That also I don't want to go near him. And he claws, very lovingly touches me. My Pattasari will go. So she said, no, I am not going. All the devatas, they were also refused to go. Finally, Brahmaji said, Prahlad, beta, you go. And look at this, Prahlad, he was not afraid. In Bhagavatam it is said how a cup of lion, not afraid of lion, the same way the boy was not afraid of Bhagavan. He approached him. And when Bhagavan saw Prahlada, you know what he said? Beta, sorry, I came late. I should have come earlier. So that there are very touchy points. And in Bhagavatam it is said that for making his devotee's word come true, Prahlada said, Bhagavan is there in this pillar also to make his word come true. Also, this Hiranyakashipu is also indirectly a devotee of Bhagavan. His word also has to come true. What are the words he wanted? His wish was not to be killed by man or any creatures of Brahmaji or neither daytime or nighttime or threshold like that, Akasha or earth. So all these conditions, to fulfill that condition, Bhagavan took the form of Narasimha Avatara. So then Bhagavan, Prahlada approaches Bhagavan, and there is a Prahlada Stuti is there, it's very beautiful. And in the Stuti, Prahlada says that all those great people like Brahmaji, the Brihaspati, they are all great scholars, great poets. They themselves are not able to sing your glory completely. Who am I to sing your glory? But then, I have one consolation that you don't look at people's qualification. Whether you are a scholar or not, whether you are born to a great family, that also you don't look at it. What you look at is only simple bhakti, love. Therefore, I dare to sing your glory. The beautiful thoughts are there in that particular stuti. Every stuti in Bhagavatam has got new things are there, beautiful things are there. Now, afterwards, Bhagavan asked him, I am very pleased with you. Ask of me any boon you want. I shall give you. You know what Prahlad said? You want to give me some boon and dismiss me. This looks like a business. My devotion is not for encashing anything, not for a benefit. I don't want any boon from you. And look at this boon that my father got. Nobody else in the world has got the boon that he got. What happened? His body was such strong. Even Indra's Vajrayuda could not touch on a hair on his body. That was the condition of his physical body. And these devatas, when they were going in the aerial car, when they look at Hiranyakashipu, they used to fall down from their vehicle. And the description of Hiranyakashipu's rule was so beautifully given in Bhagavatam that nobody had to do any farming. Hiranyakashipu goes and look at the earth and say, bring the paddy. Automatically comes. Earth has to behave. And no, this movie theatre and all that, not necessary. Anybody look at the sky, they want to see a movie, they get demand. See, that technology is not developed yet. All these are given in Bhagavad. So that kind of a rule, and also nobody worked in this. It's the first welfare state established by everything that they wanted were provided by him, by Sankalpa. So nobody has to go and line up for their social security check, nothing like that. All delivered at home. Amazon service. Door delivery was given. Now, Prahlada says that father, whose body was so strong, you easily tore it open with your nails, not even with any weapon. So, getting some wounds like that, what is the use? It is limited. So, I am not interested in any wound. And Bhagavan said, okay, do one thing. You sit in the throne. Now I sat on the throne and purified it. Now I sit in the throne and become the king for the Rakshasas. A noble king, a dharmic king, a devoted king. Then Prahlada said, if that is what your wish is, of course. But now I have a request. Hey, when I asked you, you said I don't want anything. Now you have something. Yes. What is that? My father, without knowing your glory, he has insulted you. He has used all kinds of bad words. So, let him not go to hell for that papa. This much request I have. And Bhagavan said, Prahlada, if a father has a son like you, he will never go to hell. Not only your father's 7th generation will not go. That is the greatness of Vishnu Bhakta. So then, Bhagavan blessed him and made him the king of the Rakshasas. So Prahlada accepted that because it is Bhagavan's wish. He ruled the kingdom very nobly, and he was considered the greatest devotee of Bhagavan, and two devotees of young devotees of Bhagavan, Narada always liked. One is Dhruva, another is Prahlada. But among the devotees' name, Prahlada's name is taken first. So when you have to remember the devotee's name, Prahlada, Narada, Parashara, Pundarika, Prahlada, Narada, Parashara, Pundarika, Ishparadi, Punyanimam, Paramabhagavadam Smarami. So Prahlada's name is taken first. That is the greatness of Prahlada. Now the side story. I have 5 minutes. Side story. This Narasimha Avatara, the Simha portion became Narayana, the body portion became Nara. Nara, Narayana. When they were doing tapas in Badri Ashram, one day an incident happened. A merchant son was passing by. So Nara asked Narayana, who is this boy going every day? We have watched. Narayana said, he is a merchant boy, young boy. He is going to a prostitute house to spend night. More daytime he'll come back, morning he'll come back. One day he was going back, he was very sad. So Narayana asked, Nara asked Narayana, why this boy today is going very sad? Then he meditated for some time and he found out, oh. So this boy, this girl asked him, whom you love most? He said, I love you the most. I am ready to give up my life for you. These are all things we foolishly say, no? Then she said, you prove it. Now, how do you want me to prove? She said, you bring your mother's heart to me tomorrow. The boy was very sad. Going back, sitting at home. There also he was restless and sad. The mother asked him, what is the problem? After so much of persuasion and insistence, the boy finally said, this is what the girl said. I don't know what to do. Mother said, that's all. Here, take my heart. And in the basket she gave it to him. She died. And in the basket, morning, evening, he was carrying that heart of mother. And in the while walking, he was slipping and falling down. That time, mother said, Beta, be careful. And when Narayana saw this condition, that only a mother can think of doing that, then Narayana decided, I want to experience that mother's love. That is why he took birth as Yashoda ji ki Nandalai. He wanted to experience that joy of mother as a child. And you can see the pranks of Krishna all the time. Just to get her attention, she does all kinds of pranks. And one day his children, his peers, his gopas, told him that if you get punishment from mother, afterwards you get love from her more. Ah, Krishna, is it so? So, but then they said, you will not get love like that. You have to do some shararat to karna chahiye. Kuch mischief you have to do. Then only you will get. Okay, I will do mischief. And he came home, started doing some mischief, thinking that I will get double love from mother. But mother was not getting upset at all. Finally, he thought of doing real mischief. So, he broke the pot of milk and butter and ghee. And she saw, and not only that, he started giving to the monkeys also. Mother saw that he is so angry. And that is why she tied him to the water, that Leela. You know the story. So, we'll stop here. Prahlada Chitram. So, Hare Nameva Kevalam, especially in Kali Yuga, we have no time to think of Bhagavan. This is our problem, right? We are so busy. Our mind is engaged in so many things. No time to think of coming to the study of scriptures or that thing. Not possible. Puja part, we time nahi hai. Even if you ask somebody to do puja, they will ask, is there any shortcut? Everything fast. People who do Sandhyavandanam also, you know. Oh, I don't understand. By the time they sit for Sandhyavandanam, they say, Panchamatram Uddharani, you know, how fast it will work. Federal Express. No time. 5 minutes they finish. Oh yeah. Why your mind is the next problem? So therefore, take the cue from Prahlada, especially in Kali Yuga. So there is no Yuga greater than Kali Yuga, it is said, because in Kali Yuga, only Bhagavat Namasmarana, you will get moksha. Just take the name of Lord, that is it. Nothing else you have to do. No Homa, Yajna, Tapas, Vratam, nothing is required. What is required? Just take the name of Lord. How easy it is. That also we cannot do. Means what? Bhagavan will say. What will he say? I don't know. Therefore, Prahlada with Bhagavan's name, he had a darshan of Bhagavan and blessing from him. And that is the greatness of bhakti.
I'm just getting my password.
Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Hari Om. In 30 minutes, Swami Aparajitanji also will do the lesson about chapter 4. So please come back at 11:30. Hari Om. 11, I'm sorry, 11. 11 to noon.